Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chad phones Gwen, who is in Alemania, from the square. She alone can provide him with everything he needs. Given her lack of success in obtaining Dimitri's fortune, he extends an offer to purchase her share in The Spectator. She is unsure. It seems heartless to sell the paper for quick money after she stole it from her father. Chad says not if she sells to him. Is this about paying tribute to Abigail's legacy? Gwen wonders. Although Chad acknowledges its role, he believes the new editor-in-chief is the main factor. He's prepared to shell out a huge sum of money to make sure Everett stays out of his way. Can they agree on anything? Stephanie pretends to be offended when Everett says she gets around in the pub. He says sorry. It's taking some time for him to adjust to her leaving him. He asks Stephanie why she dumped Alex, and they go over the ghosting/coma incident again. When she asks why he would be interested, he says that since they parted ways, he's been wondering about her life. Stephanie acknowledges that her desire to feel desirable led her to get connected with Alex only after Everett vanished. However, he found it difficult to let go when she said they were done. Everett now knows why Chad was having problems with Alex. Furthermore, he must presume that Everett is even more dangerous to Chad than he is since, unlike her and Alex, he and Stephanie were sincere. He fears about her because he notices a trend of possessiveness. Brady agrees to take Basic Black on board at Titan when Alex makes the pitch. Though delighted, Alex warns him not to put Theresa in charge of Bella. Brady, with a wince, cautions his cousin not to ignore her for even a moment. Xander screams at Sarah in the hospital for calling Brady as a witness in today's custody court. She assures him that she will stop at nothing to protect her kid from him. Brady will also gladly attest to the fact that Xander kidnapped his and Kristen's daughter to take Sarah's place. For allowing Brady to believe his daughter was dead, she labels him as wicked. Xander won't be allowed anywhere near Victoria when the judge finds out. Theresa objects to Constantine's order to take infant Victoria from the Kyriakis mansion. If Alex doesn't comply, Constantine threatens to reveal everything. If he wants to maintain Maggie's trust, he needs Sarah on his side. Alex will never discover the truth that he is not Victor's son if Theresa plays her part. Maggie later makes her way back to the living area while Theresa quickly leaves with Victoria, hiding her face. Maggie discovers Constantine unconscious on the floor, having been struck in the head by a fireplace poker. Getting to his feet slowly, Constantine dashes off to rescue the infant. Maggie gives Sarah a panicked call as she continues to tell Xander that Nicole and Holly would be revealed as his kidnapping. Sarah accuses Xander of stealing Victoria to make her appear unsuitable to be a mother after they hang up. Xander is appalled and says he didn't. They dash over to the estate. Everett and Stephanie wager lightheartedly at the pub over Everett's presumptions about Chad. Everett makes the argument that Chad's feelings for his late wife and his envy of Stephanie and her ex-partners are the root of all of this. There is give and take in every good relationship, but she is giving all the time while Chad is taking all the things. Stephanie, obviously moved, grabs for his wallet and tells him she's mistaken. Elliot halts her. Are you certain that I lost? Gwen tells Chad over the phone that if it weren't for Everett's piece about Leo and Dimitri's romance, she never would have thought about breaking her final connection to Salem. So Chad is fortunate with the timing. The Spectator is his, and she wants him to make her an offer that isn't offensive. Stephanie claims at the pub that Everett really lost their wager and takes the money. She believes that when she vents, he just hears the negative things. Chad walks in. When you get upset over what? By praising Stephanie for narrating the Leo narrative. Everett assists Stephanie in covering. Chad gloats that Everett is doing a terrific job at the paper. He believes that as adults, they can all establish limits. Shaking hands, the guys posturing that they have understood one another. Constantine runs to Theresa in the park, a gash on his head, and takes the baby home. Theresa must hit him in the face first, though Thus, it appears that he battled to save Victoria. Theresa is almost too eager to take the lead. Maggie tells Sarah and Xander what she saw as they dash into the Kyriakis mansion, looking tearful. While consoling a tearful Sarah, Xander promises to locate their daughter. Constantine comes back with the infant. When Xander phones the police, they arrive and take statements, especially from Constantine. Since he has never seen the kidnapper's face, the Greek is unsure if he will be of any assistance. Despite knowing they will never be friends, Xander is appreciative of Constantine for saving his daughter. Sarah gives Constantine a hug and thanks him as well. He smiles. Alex tells Brady in his office that he can handle Theresa on his own. Brady tells his cousin that it's no longer all about him. Theresa may now wreak havoc on a whole new level because he is in possession of Titan. Brady urges Alex not to come crying on his shoulder when Theresa screws him over, knowing that he won't heed his counsel. Theresa walks in. Did my name get mentioned? Theresa, pleased to learn that they would all be working together, and Brady reluctantly agreed to be cordial. Theresa phones Constantine following Alex and Brady's departure to complete their transaction. She leaves a message for him, telling him to keep her name out of this if it gets out of hand. Brady glowers back in the doorway. Maggie treats Constantine's wounds in secret at the estate, referring to him as a hero and an angel sent from heaven. A kiss from him. Before Sloane texts about the court, Xander and Sarah are having a heated conversation in the living room regarding Victoria's safe return. Now Sarah is unable to consider any of that. They must reschedule. There's not a substitute. Perhaps there is, Xander muses. What happens if I abort the case? Yes, that is accurate. On Friday, November 17, Gwen appeared on Days of Our Lives to offer Chad what Xander had refused. The Spectator, and with it, a means of punishing Everett. It was the first time we'd seen Dimitri's irate wife since she departed to steal his riches, but it was also the first time we'd seen Gwen and Emily O'Brien's Theresa in the same episode. That happened when Gwen left for Alemania mere seconds before Theresa arrived in Salem. Though they aren't seen, characters who are written off for good may occasionally be mentioned and even have phone conversations with other characters while they are on screen. Gwen's appearance in a scene with Chad served as a reminder from the show that she was still alive. She will return because she is still a compelling figure. Not only did Chad call Gwen with an offer for The Spectator, but we also got to hear her clarify that she was hesitant to sell The Spectator because she truly wanted to maintain ties to Salem. She was enraged with Everett herself, not because she wanted to break off that connection, which is why she agreed to sell. If she can win Chad's favor by selling it to him, and since it's going back to the proper family, Jack and Jennifer, there could still be a spot for her at the paper. Additionally, someone needs to keep Leo and Dimitri on their toes in case they manage to sneak back into town. Although Gwen did promise to come back shortly before she left, it was nevertheless comforting to know that it is indeed occurring. Since Theresa's story has a limited shelf life, we predict that Constantine and Theresa's plans will collapse before Christmas, forcing Theresa to go out of town once more. Or, fingers crossed, it might bring Xander and Sarah back together in time for some genuinely enchanted holidays. Gwen won't have to deal with the awkwardness of an actor portraying two completely different roles in the same place at the same time when Theresa leaves. The brunette Brit looks like she's getting closer to making her full comeback now that we've seen her back in action. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.